What's up, guys? It's the Retro Nerd bringing you another episode of Retro Night, and this is being episode 16. We're going to be doing some Earthworm Jim 2. As you all may know, the first episode of Retro Night was actually Earthworm Jim. Following that was Virtua Fighter 2. But with those two episodes, I started the first series of Retro Night, but with Virtua Fighter 2. And people actually liking that one a little bit more than the first Retro Night. I even got comments from people saying like they thought it was gonna beat the whole game because they're like, dude, I remember that game being really hard. I thought you were gonna beat it all. I was like, nah, dude. Even I fall victim to hard games sometimes. But with the first Retro Night being Earthworm Jim, and then Virtual Fighter being the second Retro Night episode, I also branched out and created It's Claw Brain Time. To deal with the whole fighting game genre. So. Anyways, let's start talking about some Earthworm Jim 2. Oh man. I played the first Earthworm Jim. Not as much as I played this one. This one was hard, but like, it I guess you can say it like explained more to you than like what the first Earthworm Jim did. Like the first Earthworm Jim, you were just sort of like thrown in there and you're like, what's going on? At least with this one, you're sort of like, oh, I know what I gotta do, type of dealio, I don't know, it just seemed like it was easier to me, like I could progress through the levels easier. I don't know, it just seemed easy to me. Like, some people will probably say this game is freaking hard as hell, but I don't know, it just seemed easier to get to the other levels than, the first Earthworm Jim. First Earthworm Jim just seemed like it was very difficult to even get past the first level because you're just sitting there going, like, what am I supposed to do? What? Oh, I'm supposed to shoot that refrigerator or some shit that's hanging, dangling from a little rope. How am I supposed to know that? Not everybody knew about that kind of stuff back then. But anyways, Earthworm Jim 2. Love this freaking game. Oh my god, it's just funny, hysterical. I can't remember if this came out either before the cartoon show or after the cartoon show, but either way, it's just funny. I just love it. Every time I play this game, there's always some part that makes me laugh. May it be the cows after each episode where you're just sitting there and you just push a button, they'll be like, groovy, 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 or whatever, or I think they say groovy the most, but I think they say other things, but they say it in like different high-pitched voices and stuff like that. No. This game series was just like weird and unusual, but it was very popular. You gotta give it up for that, especially for Earthworm in a super suit. Like, his popularity was, he's still popular today, and I bet people would still play an Earthworm Jim game, if they made a new one. But we already saw what suffers with that when they went with Earthworm Jim 3D. We just gotta find the right company that's gonna respect it. But yeah, so in this game, pretty much most of your major villains are Psycho. He's one of them, and then you got Bob the Evil Goldfish, but not much of a fight, just like in the first game. So you got Psycho, you got Bob the Evil Fish, I think Sergeant Snot. Other than that, you pretty much got all the major Queen Pulsating Slug for a butt. Yeah, she's got a long ass name. Oh, here comes the cows. I love the cows. But yeah, they have pretty much all the major characters from the last game in this one as well. I'm trying to think of all of them. The most I can just think of is Psycho and Bob the Evil Goldfish. Yeah, and then you got that one cat from like like Hell or something like that. Well, it's like Planet Hell or some shit. And he's got like a big evil mouse that's part of his, like, that's one of his henchmen or some shit like that. I just remember the cartoon characters. Barely. Anyways, so I would recommend probably getting both of these games back to back, playing them. Don't get the N64 one. That's the terrible one that no one likes. That's the 3D one. No, don't get that one. But, you know, if you like Earthworm Jim, get 1 and 2. Trust me, they're going to cost you a pretty penny, probably. You're probably looking for anywhere from $25 to probably $30 a piece. Yeah. So, yeah, good luck with that. But if you got the money, go ahead, throw the money down, and either get them on both on the Sega Genesis or both on the Super Nintendo. I highly recommend getting the Super Nintendo versions because the sound quality and music will be 10 times better. Yeah, it's not running on blast processing, but I mean, Nintendo was always a superior console because the one thing Nintendo had better than the Sega Genesis, regardless of the blast processing, was the fact that the music quality was better. I mean, it didn't, like, Sega's, like, yeah, they had 16-bit, but their fucking music sounded like it was still caught in the fucking 8-bit era. So, yeah. So I recommend getting them both on the Super Nintendo, firing them up, playing them back to back, see if you can't beat 1, and then head on your way over to 2, see if you can't conquer the challenges of 2. But other than that, this has been the Retro Nerd, and a big Earthworm Jim fan, as we all know. Well, considering I have 3 of the cartoon show volumes on VHS. Those are hard to find. Try to find those. I got those, all 3 of them, at a Goodwill. And they're in their original boxes and all that stuff. I love watching them because the voice actor is none other than the voice actor of Homer Simpson. Yay! But yeah, so this has been the Retro Nerd, and this has been Earthworm Jim 2 for another episode of Retro Night. So see you later, folks.
Well done.
Well done.
Wow! Wow! Way cool! Way cool! Wow! Way cool!
Well done.